Happy 2025. 25, a new year. Hopefully everybody made it healthy, and I'm excited about this new year. I don't know about you, but 2024 is right behind us now. We're gonna move forward. Um, and I have some good things to talk to you about today, and I want to give you very basic steps that you need to do. Like this is a new year, then maybe you tired you're from your 9 to 5 job and working for other people. I mean, is there's some people they can work for other people, and they have no issue, no problem. But I know individuals. And people that I know, they can work for other people. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's a pride issue or it's maybe you more smart than your own boss. That can bring some conflict to the table, especially when you have somebody that they don't know exactly what they're doing, and then you always have to put your input on it. And I know a lot of people like that. They just can't stay quiet for whatever reason. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying, a lot of the time you end up knowing more than your own boss. And that's a fact, and that's true. And maybe you're the type of people that I want to reach out today. I want to reach out to you. I want to give you some basics. I remember that I was working for Hyundai. It's a dealership, and I got to be the manager for a couple months on the detail department, and we were applying some Xylem. It's kind of like a treatment that you put on your paint to preserve the paint of the exterior car, and also the leather, the interior. Very expensive treatment, and I was in charge to make sure everybody was doing the job. Also, scheduling people showing up on time to work. And I remember I was like making some decent money. I think I was making like $16 an hour. I mean, now it's not, that's not enough, but at that time it was good for me. Then I remember they promote me to the car wash. The dealer has his own private personal car wash, and people are always giving tips. And I was making probably like $200 cash daily or something less, or sometimes some more. Plus, I was getting paid by hour, $16 an hour, I believe so. And I was making like 3,000, 3,000, $3,500 a month, between salary, maybe a little more, between salary and tips in the car ride. I was very happy, but I was so burned out. I mean, I had to be there at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it was nonstop. These people, they were like abusing the car wash. And some people complain, oh, you miss a spot. I mean, like, literally, it's a free car wash. And I get it, you got to give you 100%. But when you're on one main team, and bears 40, 50, 60, 70 cars, or even 80 cars a day, that's brutal. And that was me. I was burning calories like crazy. I was lean out. I mean, like, I was in shape for sure. But I remember my mom says, she was like working cleaning houses, and I'm not that good at cleaning. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. And there's a lot of people out there that are not good at cleaning. Look at their room; it's upside down. My room, it was not always in the best perfect shape. But I remember my mom, it was like doing like a side job, like cleaning houses. And then she came to me and say, "Hey, Manuel, why you don't keep doing what we're doing and make it a legit business?" And I say, "No, mom, I'm stable, I'm good, I'm working for other people." But I remember working for in the dealership. It was brutal, man. Everybody was like always a gossiping. They always talking about you. They always, a lot of people, they trying to get your position, title. I mean, they was always fighting behind your back. They were saying things in front of you, and behind the back, they were other different people, personal. Yeah, and sometimes it becomes a little personal. I have people, they try to fight with me. I mean, it was crazy, and I'm talking about employees. It was just bizarre working for people, always competing with each other, just trying to cut each throat. each other's throat, and it was very unpleasant, not comfortable. And I said, I don't want to spend the rest of my life cleaning cars and watching people killing each other here. I got to do something. But I was comfortable. A lot of you guys are comfortable. You have a stable job, 9 to 5. You had a paycheck every Friday. I mean, you have a wife that she's very demanding. She's always stressed out about bills. She's always talking to you like, this is not enough. You're living paid check by check. And it's awful. But at the time, I was like divorced. I was by myself, but I had two teenagers. And they depend on me, and also my parents. I was always trying to help them, and they were helping me too back. But I remember my man approached me and say, "Hey, well, you don't do something about this, make it like a real business." And I said, "No, like I say, I was stable." I remember, I think that was a Thursday. The next following day, I got laid off. I got fired by the owner of the dealership. They fired me on the spot. I was like, "What?" I even at some point I even questioned my mom. Mom, did you call my boss to get me fired? Because this is so I mean, it's so weird. It just happened just so fast. And I remember I went down to the house. I was so depressed, and I know maybe you never got fired before, but those people they listening to me that you got fired, you know how it feels. It feels sucks, bro. You feel so low, like you're not worthy, like they took advantage of you, like they betrayed you. If you feel betrayal, I mean, it's just awful. The whole entire thing is awful. And I was like a little depressed. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a very dark place, and I say, you know what, ma? I guess I'm gonna take your advice, and I'm gonna start doing the thing. The cleaning the house, cleaning houses. And then I started cleaning houses with my mom. She was teaching me. I was learning. But you know what? I was learning not to clean houses for life. I was learning to be able to understand the business and to be able to manage it better. Because sometimes that's how you appreciate people working for you, because you know exactly what they're putting up, what kind of effort they're putting into. And I was just learning. My mom was always questioning me, finding something. We were doing Airbnbs, and private homes and all that stuff. But I remember, I start making phone calls. I start calling. Look at those private vacational homes, companies. They actually rent houses and make calls. That's what I was doing, making calls. Just trying to hustle. And then I was just giving them. I say, listen, I'm gonna give you like a free cleaning. Um, that's what I was doing. I give you, this is how much. I'm very confident that if you let me clean your home or one of your properties, you're gonna be so in shock that you're gonna hire me and you're gonna give me more work. And what I did is like, because I had to pay somebody to do it. I went and do it myself with my parents, and they, voila, they got impressed. They say, "Oh man, you guys do an amazing job, but I don't have many properties right now, but we'll call you." And we were doing that. We were sacrificing. See, and the thing about business, you have to be willing to sacrifice something, because I'm telling you, I mean, to earn money, you have to put some money somewhere. Unless you get lucky, like playing the lotto. A lot of people get lucky, but even playing the lotto, you have to purchase the lotto tickets. You have to always put something, and that mindset that a lot of people think you can get something without nothing. That's a poor mentality, and I think very irresponsible mentality. You have to evolve, develop your mindset to a business mindset. Then I was doing that, making phone call. I was even paying agency. They actually send me leads. And at the time that I called the client for, somebody got the job, and I was always paying for leads, and I was so frustrated. But then I keep learning the system. And just to make it short, we end up that same year, we end up making probably over $150,000. Over $150,000, and I got like just 3 employees, and that was crazy. I was in shock. I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. I develop more. I start, making, and I didn't do any type of marketing. That's the crazy part. I didn't even have a web page yet. Word of mouth is so powerful. When you do somebody right, that person's gonna let somebody know. But everything starts in your mindset. If you're lazy, in a way, no disrespect to you, I'm not saying that you're literally generally lazy, but your mind is tricking you. Like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll figure it out later. It's nothing to figure out tomorrow, and it's nothing to figure out later. It's no later for a lot of people. Think about, your bills are not waiting on you. Your rent is not waiting on you. Your light bill is not waiting on you. Your water bill is not waiting on you. And most important, your wife is not gonna be waiting for the rest of her life for you to do your part as a man. You know what I mean? And even though today's couple, everybody works in the home pretty much. The wife work and you work, but you have to kind of make sure that everything is on order. Especially in your own home when it comes to the bills. You know what I mean? Because they can drive you, that can drive you crazy. Then I made like over 150,000. I was like, yo, this is awesome. But this is how I did. This is how I did it. Then I say it's time to take this seriously. Then I went in and registered in Sunbest, which is right here, Tallahassee. I went to online and registered the name. Pretty much, open a LLC. You can do that in your own state. You can search, Google it, how I can incorporate my business, grab a name, search for that name in their database. If the name doesn't appear, then voila, you're good. I think I pay like $65, maybe something $70 at the time. And then I got the name. Then I went to the bank. I went to the bank with that information, and also, no, excuse me. I let me back it up a little bit. I went and applied for the EIN number, and a lot of these people, they are actually paying other people to get their EIN number. You can do it free. I mean, you can go to YouTube and find out how you can do it, and it's online, IRS, EIN, and you can open your own EIN number, and it's completely free. And then when you end up the process of getting your EIN number, your tax ID number, do not select mail the number, mail me the EIN number, because it will take a week, sometimes even 2 weeks. That's not cool. Say you want it now, like by PDF. You know what I mean? Email it to you, whatever. Or right there, it will appear. Like you can click and you have a dub some PDF in the Acrobat, and then you can open the file, and blue, voila, your EIN number is there. That's the information you need to take to the bank. Then you have to open a business account, because you don't want to pay taxes. Your person include your involve your personal taxes with your business taxes. It's not cool, because you have to show a revenue, income on your business to make it more, like a little more attractive. Then I went to the bank with an EIN number, my new name, corporated, because you have to wait like 3 days for them to come back to you and say, hey, guess what? The name is not chosen by anybody. We're going to incorporate this name under LLC, and boom, voila, you go to the bank, bring the paper, bring your ID, $100. You want to open a business account, voila, you have your business account. You got your debit card. Everything that you're doing through your business, send it to your business account. Every single dime to your business. I made a lot of mistakes, and I still make some few mistakes still, but I'm learning as I growing. You know what I mean? It's very painful sometimes when you don't have that much legal information or advice. I would say you have to find your own. Then after that, you open the business account, which is $100. Then a lot of people say, but I don't have $100 to open a business account. Bro, listen to me. You go to the bank, open the account, okay? Made the deposit. Go the next following day. Guess what? Take the $100 back. Voila, easy. I mean, it's so easy. Then you don't have to literally lose your $100. You can take them back. Then after that, then go to the city. To the city, and then ask for what we call like occupational license, like a permit for cleaning, because you don't want to be caught getting cleaning at home with no permit. Something, God forbid, something happen, you can be in some kind of trouble. And then I think it's like $75 too. That same $100 that you took out of the that you used to open your business account, you take it back and you go and pay for your permit. As soon as you get your permit, go to so many places that you can get general liability, even for $60 a month, $45 a month. It depends, how many employees. And when you're gonna go through the general liability application online, you don't have to even call. You can do everything online and say you're just doing janitorial cleaning. That's it, janitorial cleaning. You're not doing nothing, pressure washing, window washing, nothing about second floor, no hazard cleaning, no all that, none of that. Everything besides janitorial is a no-no. Okay, no. And when it comes to employees, you just put yourself because you're starting a new business. It's cheaper. Your general liability will be a lot cheaper. No workers comp. If you had the money to do it, go ahead, apply for workers comp. But you have to understand that it will become a little difficult because they're gonna monitor how much you make on a year basis, and then you have to pay that money back to workers comp to the policy holder, to the policy agency. They actually offer you the workers comp. Then get the permit. You can have the permit the same day. Now, this is a very tricky one. If you living in your own home, easy, you the owner, blah blah blah. If you renting a place, you have to put a physical address, and sometimes you need an affidavit from the owner. Then if you got a good relationship with the owner and say, hey, listen, I'm just trying to make some money here. I'm trying to build my business. Do you mind if you give me permission? Just use this physical address just for mailing purposes only. It's not that you're gonna receive customers at your house, and then the owner will say, it's fine. Can I send you this affidavit and you can sign it, or a letter, giving me permission to do that? Because I had to provide this to the city. That way I can get the permit. Then what I think the owner of your apartment that you're renting, I think he's gonna be okay with that because he wants to get paid. His rent has to be on time. Then you're trying to hustle, you're trying to make a living. Then you do that. You do now. You have your name registered. Now you have your EIN number that is free. You don't have to pay nobody $200. You don't have to do none of that. That's crazy. They scare you. Oh, you're gonna do it right. You're gonna do it wrong. You have to pay me 250. I see people getting paid $500 just to get the EIN number and just to incorporate their name. That's crazy. That's crazy money right now, especially when you're struggling. You don't need all of that. You know what I mean? Um, it's easy. I promise you, it's easy. Don't get intimidated by any of that. Okay, then register the name, get your EIN number, go to the bank, open the account, get the money back out of the account the next following day. Boom, go get your permit, your occupational license on your local area, city where you at. Voila, get your general liability. That's the only thing you need. Now you in business. Nothing can stop you, bro. Now you in business. Start making phone calls. Hey, listen, can I clean your house? If you found a real estate, go to those real estate agency. Those realtors. They always selling houses. They need these houses clean, freshen up for to be able to put them in the market. Also, the owner, when they buy the home, you can kind of strike a deal with the realtor and say, hey, listen, if you recommend me to the owner that purchase the house, tell them that we do custodial cleaning, like we can go weekly or twice a month. You have to hustle. You have to find your way to get in. You see what I'm saying? Make phone calls locally or your real estate agency and say, hey, listen, I have a business. This is the name of the business. This is what I do. And right now we're running a special. We're willing to give you 50% off on your first cleaning because you don't want to give it for free. Maybe you don't have the same view on mine that I use. But if you're that confident and you're willing to sacrifice to be able to earn something on the long run, say, "Hey, listen, I'm willing to give you a free cleaning." I mean, who doesn't want free cleaning, especially when you send them your W-9? That's another video, another information for another video. I'll tell you what is your W-9. You send the W-9, you send a proof of general liability, proof of that your name is registered, blah blah, and so and so. They will take you for seriously because you legally and also your occupational license, which is very important. And you send them, listen, we're legit. I'm willing to give you a free cleaning, okay, just to prove you that I'm worthy to be hired. You see what I'm saying? And then you go do that, and I'm telling you, voila, boom. You know what I mean? What would be the worst case scenario? Because it's no worst case scenario marketing. He say, you know what? I like it. Everything was good. You clean. You guys are awesome. You know, blah blah blah, so and so and so. But right now we don't have that much work. But I'll keep your number in my contact list, and I'll let you know. Beautiful, because now that person knows that you know how to clean, or that you mean business. Okay, you mean business. When that person gets in trouble or he has a lot of properties coming in, guess what that person is going to do? He's going to call you when you least expect it. Okay, because it happens to me. It happened like 4 or 5 clients that I cleaned for free, and they were like between 2 or 3 months. They were calling me, and they hire me. Not all of them, but 4 out of them they call me. They hire me. The other three, they didn't like the price. They say too expensive. But I was not willing to go that low either. I'm not gonna give you my job, my work for free either. You know what I mean? I'm doing business. This is all about business. You got to be comfortable, and the other side has to be comfortable. And if you come to an agreement, guess what? Voila, you in business. But you have to use strategy. You can be greedy. If you're gonna make money, you cannot start being greedy. You have to be willing to sacrifice something. And then guess what? Free cleaning here, free cleaning over there, free cleaning over there. Then I went to the Dollar Tree, start buying my chemicals there, cheap. Okay, I'll go to Amazon. I bought a concentrated, like a 5 gallon multi-purpose cleaner. Okay, and adding more water to make more. That's another thing. I started shopping Amazon because they were running specials on cleaning supplies. Little by little, I started doing that, and that's how I end up building a legit business. Like a real business. And I got to a point then 1 month. I'm not gonna say 1 month. That was like 2 years ago before we got hit by the storm, which was crazy. I made almost $70,000 in one single month. Okay, I was cleaning and I was directing people, telling people. The only dark side of cleaning job, having a business, is the reality. A lot of these clients, some of them, they don't like to pay on time, and sometimes they don't even pay you. But that being said, that's why you have to. But that didn't happen all the time. It happens like a couple times, but that's something that happens to a lot of people. Like, oh, but now you're gonna be negative. Now you're gonna say, oh, but that's not even. I mean, everything was decided to that one to that point. But let me tell you something. Do you pay your bill on time? Your cell phone bill? Sometimes I see a lot of people, they don't pay their cell phone. They go to the next carrier. Okay. And do you see AT&T running out of business? No. Do you see Sprint running out of business now, which is T-Mobile? No. See, you have to know that sometimes you're gonna get a little loss, but you gotta keep winning. You see what I'm saying? And then you have to deal with it. That's part of the business. You see, this is growing pain. You have to learn. Then what I'm doing now, when I have like a bigger account, I do what I call a contract. You know, I draft a contract and I put there all the information that person that my client needs to know, and we come to agreement. If you pay late, it's gonna be a late fee. If you don't pay me this size, I can put a lien on your property. I can go after you, legally to try to collect the money because it's fair. You see what I'm saying? But there's some things that you're gonna learn through this process. But don't try to fly without walking first and then learning how to run. Then remember what I just told you. Get a name. Talk to your wife right now. Maybe you've been thinking about this for a long time and you're afraid. You're like, I don't know, man, it's such a risk. You know what? I'm willing to take the risk to just stay the way I was. You know what I mean? I was willing to take the risk because I got fed up. I got fed up. People fire me for no reason. Um, Only twice I got fired, and I deserved that because I was one of them. I was always late because I live far away and had my own transportation. And the second one, somebody got into a fight with me, and I was not gonna let that happen. But after that, I think I got like 4 or 5 times fired from my job. I'm 50 years old right now, and I was fed up. Like I was giving my 100%, but what happened when your 100% is not enough, and then you counting in that check every week, and your check depends on somebody's attitude or emotional state, mental state. What happens if that person comes tomorrow and depressed and say, you know what, and put on you and say, guess what, I don't like you no more, and create any reason and fire you on the spot. What you gonna do? You're gonna start over again. Gonna get, and then you cannot use that person as a reference either. You see, you gotta start all over again. I mean, being your own boss is the most amazing thing because you cannot fire yourself. You know what I mean? You can't fire yourself. You can correct yourself, you can criticize yourself, and allow some people around you, like a great build a support system, people they're gonna be honest with you and they're gonna tell you, hey, I think you're doing this wrong. I think you did this too much. I think you're calling this person out. I think it was too rough. You gotta find another revenue avenue to be able to reach out to employees. You know, show respect to your employees, love them, appreciate them. One of the things that I do, like when we have like a big job, because we start doing Airbnbs now, we're doing like construction cleaning. Also, we're doing like final cleaning. I have like I work for a couple business like Tesla through a third party agency, Lowe's through a third party agency. Sprout. It's kind of like Whole Food. I was in charge of cleaning the Sprout supermarket here locally and for their grand opening. And I was there with like probably 18 employees, and we were cleaning the whole entire building inside. And it was surreal. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I got pictures. I got pictures of this cleaning, and it was unbelievable feeling. But if you don't believe in yourself and you don't do nothing about it, I mean, what's the point? I mean, 2024 is gone. What are you gonna do about this year? You're gonna go the same route? You're gonna get excited, pumped up the first day, and the next day you're gonna be like flat again. You need to talk to your wife, and you need to let her know, honey, no risk, no reward. We have to be willing. We have to do this together. You need support. Okay. But one of the things to close it up is that, and I will give you some more information about another business that I'm doing now. And I want to give you some inside information. If you wanted more information, something more, just write to me. Um, Make some comments and leave me your information, and then I reach out for free. I'm not charging anybody because I understand the pain or struggling, and it doesn't mean I'm rich right now. I'm still working to try to, but I can tell you I'm better right now than 10 years ago. And I'm a boss right now. I'm my own boss. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can tell me anything. I'm running the business. Yeah, I have some people around me, support system, that I'm allowed them to question me, criticize me in a good way, in a positive way, because they want the best for me and they want the best for themselves and for the business. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, well, we're on top of the mountain, the moon right now, or the world. No, we're still struggling sometimes because we got hit by two storm, Milton, and then the one before, and it was not pretty. Actually, three, three since 2022. And I live in Sunshine State and close to Fort Myers. And I'm telling you, there's some rough times, but I prefer to have a hard time being my own boss than just working for somebody and depend on that person's attitude, mental, emotional status to be successful. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting my future in nobody's hands no more. Take your future back. Control your destiny right now. Talk to somebody. But this is what I want to say before I forget. There were a lot of people that criticized me. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You don't even know how to charge these people. You're charging too low. Oh, it's not enough. You crazy giving free cleaning. What the hell's wrong with you? Do you think you're gonna be successful like that? I mean, I got a lot of people. I'm not gonna mention names. I got people very close to me, super close. Guess what? Some of the people they criticize me. They end up working for me. Just letting you know. You cannot let other people outside noise to get to your head. You understand? This is your future. This is your own life. This is your family. You are the one in charge. You made the decision. You know what is remote control. They can control your emotion when they want to. No, take charge and do it. And do it for your life. Do it for yourself. Do it for your kids. Do it for your wife. Do it for whatever you want to do it for. But do it. Don't hesitate no more. 2025 is right here. Just show up at your door. What you gonna do about it? I will give you some more information about the business and other things that I learned the hard way. And I'm telling you, you don't need that much money to start. Don't think about it. Just probably like $200. You can save $200 or $300 in less than 2 months. Okay, you can cut somebody's grass. You can go detail somebody's car. You see what I'm saying? It's no excuse. Don't make excuses. Excuses is for poor people. And when I say poor people, I'm talking about poor mentality. Okay? So get out of your couch. Shake your soul. Have faith. Put the energy to work and make money and take care of your family. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one.